everybody! Welcome back to Coconut VA Community kung saan dito mahanap po yung pinaka-fresh at pinaka-mainit na tea. Dito sa Coconut VA Community! Diba? Of course, we're back again with Donna, with Marie, and with Chris Man. At itutuloy natin, okay, yung kanilang journey. Sa previous video, mga mi, we talked about like their life when they were about to transition from the corporate world to the digital workspace. Ngayon naman, kamustahin natin? Ano bang buhay nila ngayon as a virtual professional? Pero, may twist. Bagong lahat, okay? Mag-icebreaker tayo, isa-isa. Are you ready, guys?
Yes.
Okay, isa-isa, mga mi. Name one thing about your corporate life that you will never, ever miss. Handa na ba kayo? You have something?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Okay,
let's go.
let's start with Chris, man. Ano isang bagay na hindi mo mamimiss sa corporate world? Let's go.
Top of my list, Viber. I do not miss
Very
Viber
true.
messages while on PTO, leave, or outside office
weekend.
hours.
Yeah.
I love it.
Doon mo yung traumatic yung tone.
Yes.
PTSD.
Correct.
PTSD.
Nakakaloka. That's a good one. I'm sure nakulit sila. How about you, Marie?
Ako yung competing for leave, especially holiday leaves.
Oh my God.
Diba? Parang ano.
You have to choose, no? Either Christmas or New
Yeah.
Year.
Oo.
Cannot be
Ayoko
both.
yun.
Tapos marereject ka pa.
I know, right? Heartbreak.
Nakakaloka. So, Viber, leave. How about you, Donna?
BR. So, BR is business review. Madami yon. May WBR, weekly, my monthly, my quarterly, my
Oh my
yearly.
gosh.
Ganon. So, I will never, ever miss those things.
Ako naman, only meetings. Yung mga meetings na hindi mo naman kailangan na nandun ka, pero nandun ka.
Very
Sa
true.
oras sa hanapan ka ng deliverables. Say di, charing na kayo naman. Welcome back everyone. And we're very excited kasi nga, as I mentioned, we talked about your past life, past corporate life. Ngayon, let's talk about your life as a virtual workspace. Ilang years na kayo sa virtual workspace again?
Mag 3.
3 years. How about you?
Turning 4.
Turning 4.
Yeah.
How about you?
3 on my
3
third year
ako,
na rin.
Ako. 4 ngayon ako. 4 years, 2020. Tama. You made the decision 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago. Did you regret the decision?
No.
Sige,
No.
elaborate please, why?
So my religion is to live and die without regret. So really, the entire corporate stint, I did not regret that. I mean, like I have learned a ton. Leaving as well, I do not regret. It has been one of the best decisions I have ever made. Again, I did not know the outside world. Ang alam ko lang talaga is BPO. It was my first job. So parang from there, 10 years na ako doon. And it's the same company. So talagang wala akong kaalam-alam sa outside world. I did not job hop. I did not company hop. And
Loyalty award ka pa.
yes, loyalty award talaga. And then yeah, but like stepping outside of that, no regrets. I have learned so much. Parang my eyes have really opened, and really there's like sabi ni Marie kanina, growth is not just vertical. It's it can be it's in any direction. And the beauty of working in the virtual space is you choose how you grow. Nobody
Yeah.
dictates how you grow. You choose your growth path.
Yeah.
If you want to take several paths of growth, you can. At the same time, one at a time, you decide. And the freedom is just refreshing.
And the growth is limitless.
Yes.
And your bank account is limitless. Alam mo yan. Okay. How about you?
Ako rin. Super happy naman na I made this decision. So siguro, I'm very thankful rin naman with my BPO experience with the corporate world na super competitive, dynamic. Yung parang, di ba, kahit tapos na yung 8-hour shift mo, hindi pa rin tapos yung pag-iisip mo about work. But I think pag patanda ka ng patanda, like sa season ko ngayon, yung parang super chill lang. I mean, syempre hindi ka naman, natututo ka pa din. You're learning a lot, but kumbaga, mas less pressure at the same time. You're enjoying. Na yung parang hindi nag-OT yung utak mo because of work.
Yeah.
Sana pareho tayong ganun. But yeah, that's for me. And yun nga, the comfort of allowing me to have quality time with the family and still, managing the work, especially maganda yung shift ko dahil nighttime. So,
Yes.
that's it. I'm happy.
amazing. Season talaga. How about you?
Agree ako sa lahat ng narinig ko. Personally, I love the flexibility that
Yeah.
I have now when it comes to schedules. I love the fact na I work for 8 hours and I don't get anything outside of that. No Viber. Okay.
But ang shady
When
mo.
uy grabe. And then when I decide that I want to go on leave, magsasabi lang ako, and there's really no asking but ka magli-leave, kailangan ng ganitong document o walang ganon. You just tell your client, I'm gonna be out on the following dates. These are my endorsements. That's it. Wala nang maraming tanong. And overall, what I enjoy most is I get to take care of my health better.
That's nice.
Because I think medyo napabayaan ko siya with my previous career.
Correct.
And then, so if I may add, like, health, and then like motherhood. So, parang when I was in corporate, for the longest time, my partner and I have decided now we're not going to have kids because like our lives before, both kami nasa BPO, our lives before were like work, home. We moved 5 minutes away from the office, literally tabi ng office.
Oh my.
Because I know, not ideal, but like the commute is, either that or commute, right?
Yeah.
But because our setting before was like work, bahay, we have never really thought of ourselves as parents and all that. So parang all along, like we have no plans. And then 5 months out of corporate, I got pregnant. So I mean that says something to whoever I guess is in corporate and are trying. There's stress. Stress is a very big factor in your health and everything.
Correct. Super happy for you guys. Now that sinabi niyo wala kayong regrets, pero I'm sure our audience is parang very curious na, okay, ngayon mag-resign na ako. Diba? Mag-resign na ako. Okay, how do I prepare for this? For this virtual world? Okay, so how did you guys prepare for this? Venturing in this world. Sige, Chris.
For those who are thinking na magre-resign ako kasi magre-remote work na ako,
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend
Yes.
that you do that immediately without studying
Yes.
properly what you can offer the market.
Yes.
The remote working industry, I would say, is a very competitive environment, and you are, just like what was discussed earlier, you are on your own. You are given the freedom and flexibility, but comes the responsibility of
Yeah.
you being a creative thinker, a good problem solver, and being very resourceful with just a few basic tools of the internet. So if you're not confident with those skills that I mentioned, I would suggest you build it first and build a solid foundation where you
Yeah.
are. And once you're confident, that's the time that you start studying first what the industry is
Yeah.
like, what skills you can offer, and slowly transition. But do not jump without a plan or proper preparation.
I agree. I super agree, guys. Kaya if you guys are looking for a free course or a free
Yes.
business plan,
Yes.
free, okay?
I love the transition.
Click the description box below. Andiyan ating free VA course. And at the end, makakagawa kayo ng free VA business plan. Kasi yun, pwede natin libre na for you. O, di ba? Mga kumalakasan. So yeah, I believe, kasi a lot of people are parang doing this, applying with an employee mindset. Pero dito kasi it's negotiable, it's your own business eh.
Yes.
You're independent contractor. You are your own business. And if you do not have that business mindset, I think mahihirapan pa. Do you guys agree?
Agree.
Super.
So, bawal ang employee mindset dito, okay? Now, how about you?
Ako siguro, keep an open mind. Yun. Keep an open mind and be very open to learning. Kasi, yun nga, sabi ni Chris, or the way we defined it earlier, baka it's all fun and all that. Pero, like any other, yun nga, work, company, or business, you have to commit to it. Diba? Kasi maganda siya after, kumbaga, yung nga, stress, mababawasan. But, yun lang, you have to put your heart to it. Hindi siya parang, bayaan mo na mag-apply ako dito. And alam mo, parang walang quality pa rin yung work mo. So make sure that you are committed. You have the heart to commit to it. Yeah, so that's for me.
Yeah, especially now in social media, like everyone has access to social media. Parang virtual work is being projected as a very easy work. Parang copy and paste, data entry, earn 6 digits. Kakaloka. So when you're parang, oh my gosh, ano ba itong pinasok ko? Parang manage your expectations. So talaga, walang easy. Kasi dami type na sa akin, madali lang ba maging VA? I'm like, depende sa'yo. Depende sa'yo, di ba?
I think your drive to be self-motivated and your drive for self-growth and owning that plays a very big factor para masabi mo na, oo, masaya maging VA. Oo, magiging successful ako maging VA and be one of those things na, 6 digits. Because if you don't have that, it's probably going to be a very different narrative.
Correct. People see the tip of the iceberg lang kasi. So, hindi nila alam yung mga struggles. Di ba? We went through. So, speaking of struggles, ikaw pala muna. So, excited ako. Pero ikaw muna, share muna si Don.
Sige. Siguro just to add on to what Chrisman and Marie already mentioned. So, number 1, prepare. Talagang prepare. For example, like you can't, kahit naman if you're planning to job hop from like one company to another, ganyan, you don't just do it, like you don't just resign one day and then go look for a job. You go look for a job first before you resign, right? So same thing, if you're planning to venture into the virtual workspace, make sure, like what Chrisman said, alam mo yung what you can offer. Like you know your skills, you know what you can offer. You at least have a rough idea of what you can do. And then you already start looking for those opportunities, and then plan out like, okay, when you plan to resign, of course you have to render anyway. Okay, 2 weeks ba to, 1 month? Especially if you're in the management role, hindi naman yan basta-bastang 2-week resignation. You have to look for your replacement. You have to onboard your replacement, train your replacement. So kung talagang you're set on resigning, plan it out. In my case, I was sabi ko kasi 10 years. So I'm going to stay in the company for 10 years. My last day of work, my 10th year of work is in August. Nag-submit na ako ng resignation letter ng April. Because I already know that we have to look for that replacement. We have to train that replacement. I have to transition to that replacement. And of course, lahat ng leaves ko, ginamit kong parang terminal leave. So like the entire last month with the company, naghahanap na ako or actually nakahanap na, parang ganon. And then while you're transitioning, so use that like work smart. Correct. Like plan it out. Hindi yung basta-bastang unless anak ka ng unless you have a already cushy life, then of course do whatever. But like if you're surviving on your paycheck from one paycheck to another, then you have to plan it out. You can't just drop everything and expect na to find a client agad in the virtual workspace. And then number 2, ano na yung iniisip ko kanina? Wag mo namang don't downplay your skills too, because you will find a lot of job postings with buffed up qualifications requirements. Parang very flowery ang requirements. So a lot of these job posts or job openings are very intimidating. But in reality, you can do it. Especially if you've been in corporate and you've been in a support role, management role, or higher, ang daming transferable skills. Nasa tao lang talaga na scared to get out of their comfort zone. But ang dami yung transferable skills. Like, for example, you've reported to a director, to an operations manager for the longest time, and you want to be an executive assistant, akala mo hindi mo alam ang gagawin. It's the same thing that you're doing to your director. It's the same thing that you're doing to you're like the assistant of your director if you're a senior manager. You're like the assistant of your senior manager if you're a manager, diba? An operations manager. It's this. There a lot of the tasks and the skills again are transferable. So don't downplay your skills, but of course make sure you're grounded naman. Na you know what you can offer and you know what your skills are.
Quote unquote, know your worth. Yes. But I think the perfect term there is transferable skills, because there are things that you do in the corporate na you can absolutely like maximize dito sa virtual workspace.
Yes.
So, at the same time, sa mga job postings, like 80% of, di ba, 80%, nakaka-intimidate. Kaya din ba, like, ako when I transitioned, I was looking for a training manager. Wala akong mahanap. Like, I was looking for the exact
Same.
And then the
Check it
title,
out.
the
job
title.
title and description, and I can't find anything. You're like, what are you? Because sa friend ko, girl, wala kang makuha dito. Saan ba ako dito? Sabi ko, bala, naka-apply na lang ako. Poof, social media manager. So, it's not just about what you do at work. It's also like your hobbies, your passion.
Interest.
Like me, content creation is my passion. So, here I am now, di ba? So,
Yes.
di ba? So, ganon me. Do not overthink. Okay? At saka, chill ka lang. Basta as long as planado yung VA business plan mo nga. We're talking about challenges earlier. No? Struggles natin, no? Transitioning. Okay. Ano yung mga naging biggest struggle nyo sa virtual workspace, and how did you go about that to start with?
Ako siguro, especially with my first experience, yung Zoom fatigue. Kasi yung sa first guy, as in 8 hours, kinukwento kayo kay Chris. Yeah.
Yes.
Zoom fatigue.
Zoom
Oo,
fatigue,
me.
yeah. But I got used to it. So yun, lahat naman it's a matter of adjustment. But I think a lot of clients do not require that naman. Pero yeah, that's the biggest thing for me until I get accustomed to. But that trained discipline for me. Na parang tagang 8 hours, kumbaga integrity. If you're asked there 8 hours, you have to be there. I think that's one thing I learned from that. But ayun, yun yung parang ayokong balikan. Sana walang ganun. Yeah. Sana hindi mo experience, but yeah.
Yeah, talaga dito self-leadership. If you
That's
can't
right.
lead yourself, oh my gosh, good luck. Good luck. People that are like aiming for flexi schedule, good luck kung wala ka discipline and self-leadership. Baka 1 week.
Ayan.
Diba? It's also responsibility. Correct. I like it. How about you, Chris, man?
Natatawa ako din sa kwento ni Marie. Parang parang Pinoy Big Brother.
Oh, ganon. Exactly.
3 points po kay Chris, man.
For me, yung biggest challenge ko was trying to learn new things that I am totally unfamiliar with. First time ko mag-venture into the world of AI tools. First time ko mag-venture into world wherein kailangan kong matuto ng mga market research, analytics, financial projections. So that was a struggle for me because I came from a totally different industry. But I realized na if I want to make something out of the remote working industry, and I want to stay consistently in that industry because that's the path I chose to take, I need to take it upon myself and really like study, relearn everything, and apply.
Most of the time, self-taught.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah.
You have to be very resourceful.
Yeah.
Diba?
And I mean, don't also be scared to network. You can ask a lot of experts over LinkedIn, for example. If I don't know about product management, I can reach out to a random product manager. Probably sa 10 na mag-reach out ako, merong isa o dalawa dyan na willing to spend 15-30 minutes of their time just to give me an overview or probably share some specifics just to help me out. Meron laging tao na willing to offer a helping hand.
And I think that's the advantage of remote workers being inside the community. Kasi
That's
iba-iba
right.
yung mga profession natin eh. And you can ask in the community chat and then everyone responds, so tulungan. So, and that's something that you can enjoy if you're part of an agency too, right? Like us. So, very, very important that they have a community. Kung hindi ka man agency, like for example, you wanna get clients directly, join community groups in Facebook, right? Madami.
LinkedIn.
So at least LinkedIn also. So you have like an inner circle that can help you. Kasi mahirap gawin to alone. Do you guys agree? It's hard to do
Yes.
this alone. Diba? It's hard to do this alone. So you need like people, like-minded people na you can, walk this journey with you. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. At saka most of the time, ewan ko na experience nito, like, there are times na your clients would let you do things na you've never done before.
Oh, yeah.
Agree.
A lot of you guys, when I do job postings, nandun na lahat, tapos nag-how ka pa. Ewan ko na naman.
Up though.
Hindi rin pwede dito yung mga, sige nga skills, like, hindi dito pwede, mga traits na, hindi dito pwede yung mga selective reading. Selective
Not following
reading.
instructions.
Kasi ang mga clients natin ay walang time mag-Zoom everyday. So, minsan
Correct.
email, long message, and then you have to follow.
Ito pa. Nakalagay sa skills or like description or something. I am very detail-oriented. Pero sa resume mo, yung formatting mo, iba-iba.
May
Mga
maling
ganon.
spelling.
May short-term soup.
Yes! May placeholder.
Siya rin, may placeholder pa siya, diba? Sige, how about...
Ay, yung struggle ko.
Oh nga, how about your struggle? Parang,
Napasarap yung tanda lang kasi. Oh.
thank you for the reminder.
Sorry.
So yung pinaka-struggle ko, especially when I was starting out, was I'm getting out of my comfort zone. So parang I'm on guard, like super on guard. I'm scared
Yeah.
of the world.
Yeah.
So like I see a job posting, but I go like I look up the company and then I go directly to the company to check that job posting. So parang I don't even trust job posting boards.
Why?
Like I had to. Again, it's my first introduction to the world.
Okay, got it.
Again, I was very scared of the outside world. I did
Yeah.
not know what the outside world looks like or how it functions. Ayokong ma-scam. I have read, horror stories and all that. So like, I had to do like, parang mini background check. Nagpaka-stalker ako ng mga companies that I want to
Correct,
work for.
correct.
Like if it's a legit person, if it's a legit
Correct.
company, ganyan.
Correct.
You also have to be very cautious. But that was the struggle for me talaga na parang I can't, ang dami kong, it was a very long process. It was 2 months of looking for, like trying to research people, trying to research companies until I have decided to proceed with an interview with a few of them and then I got to know them.
Yeah.
Ganyan. So, it was very difficult to trust the outside world for
Correct.
me. But luckily, I found Coconut VA.
Yes!
And-
Pakilagay niyo dito, Coconut VA. Ilagay niyo dito, Coconut VA.
And my experience with Coconut VA was different talaga kasi like the interview was directly with the founders. And I was
Yeah.
like, the interview format was like, are you trying to interview me or are you selling the role?
The role, yes.
And then like parang sabi ko, regardless if they're gonna pay me higher than what I'm getting now, I am going for it. Kasi like, I immediately trusted the founders. Parang meron agad yung trust na parang wala akong takot. Wala, parang take my money.
Correct,
Ganito.
correct.
So, meron agad yung level of trust
Yeah.
na na-establish, which I've never encountered before with other companies that I've researched and other people that I've looked up. So, ayun, just, it's,
Yeah.
of course, apply in Coconut. ganyan.
Correct. And it's very,
But-
very na ganyan ang situation.
But, it may not be Coconut now, but hopefully you find a place where you can trust, ganyan, na, you feel that you're taken care of and yung parang kampante ka.
You're
Yung hindi
valued.
ka,
Nice.
yung hindi ka, like there's peace of mind.
Nice. And I agree. I think we all experience that, diba?
Yeah.
Correct.